Hi, I'm DJ, and welcome to another episode. Each week, I bring you topics about current events, career development, holistic living, light hacks, and stories of inspiration and humor. So be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and review the show. Your comments are encouraged and welcomed. So today's topic is the success principle. Yes, the success principle, which may be applied to almost anything. I'm going to give you the three reasons why people don't succeed and three ways so that you can succeed. So let's get right into it. Number one, fear. Yes, this is a big one. And I'm sure this isn't unfamiliar to anyone. The fear of what has happened, what is happening now, and what could happen. Fear can stall and paralyze the most outgoing person. Whenever my goals are stifled by fear, I ask myself this simple question: what am I afraid that is stopping me from pursuing this goal? Or what am I afraid of that is stopping me from pursuing this goal? Once I establish what that is, I then ask myself, if I no longer had that fear, would I then pursue my goal? The point of these two questions is this. First, address what is stifling you. Then allow yourself to formulate solutions beyond those fears. And it could be legitimate reasons why you shouldn't pursue a specific goal. But on the other hand, you may be able to create a more reasonable goal that better defines what would make you happier. But once you let yourself off the hook and release the fear holding you back, it could possibly get you onto the path of your goal. So, number two, procrastination. Procrastination is what I call a useless pastime, but often we become susceptible to procrastinating when we convince ourselves that doing something else feels better than doing the very thing we should be doing. I say this to myself whenever I fall into a pattern of procrastination. I'll feel better once I get started on the thing that I should be doing. Yeah. Some people think it feels better to avoid what they supposed to be doing, but it's actually the opposite. Avoidance is a drug that wears off and then is replaced by anxiety because we have overwhelmed ourselves thinking about everything that needs to be done in its entirety, which is frankly impossible. What I'm saying is this: anything that gets completed through a series of steps and a period of time. Still, we have an uncanny way of tricking ourselves into believing that everything has to be completed in one fell swoop when we know that everything happens step by step. Remember, it takes time. We can continually retrain ourselves and start understanding this proverb: get the first nail into the wall. If we just get the first nail in the wall, then at least we've started something. And most of the time, once we get started, we'll find it's actually not as hard as our mind has chalked it up to be. Completing the first task, no matter how big or small, releases the avoidance about getting the next task completed. How many times when you thought a task was going to be a nightmare to begin, and once you began, you finished sooner than you expected and found it was in fact easier to accomplish than you ever expected? This is the case with most things. So next time you have another mundane task you need to begin, first think about just getting started or getting the first nail into the wall. So that brings us to number 3, perfectionism. Most people are plagued with waiting for the perfect conditions to present itself before they feel comfortable with taking action, just to discover those perfect conditions merely slipped through their fingers because they were waiting for those perfect conditions. I often ask my clients this question: what if it was confirmed that the opportunities you are looking to gain will develop as you begin moving towards them? If you could picture yourself traveling down a road that gets paved no farther than your next step, as you travel, the next brick is placed. Well, perfectionism causes you to use fear as an excuse. Procrastination is an excuse. Ultimately, what comes out of procrastination is anxiety and ultimately bitterness because you are refusing to pursue the goals you know you should be fulfilling. Now, those were the 3 reasons why people don't succeed. And so these next 3 will be about the ways you do succeed. Number 1, vision. Each goal needs to have a vision. What I mean by vision is by asking yourself, what is the desired result I want? And what does that desired result look like? You don't have to worry about all the steps involved to get the result. Each brick will be laid out as you begin to move forward. Just be sure you have a clear vision about what you would like the end result to be. Number 2, trust and faith. This is a tricky one for many people. But trust yourself that the next step will come to you just when you need it. The right person will come along, the right message will come along. It will present itself at the right time to get you to the next step. And then finally, gratitude. Each milestone you meet brings you closer to your goal. So it's important that you commemorate each milestone. Write it down, mark it down. Show yourself how much you've accomplished as you move forward. Remember, the final destination is never the reward. It's the trip itself. That's the reward. So hopefully some of these tidbits gave you some insight into how you can be more successful and not fall into certain patterns and use other patterns that will help you get to your goals and help you succeed. So if you would like to reach out to me, you can reach me at dj@djcareercoach.com. And you can also reach me through Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'll leave those in the description. But be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and leave a review. Okay, until next time.